ಇವಳಿಗೆ 7 ಮಂತ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಆದಾಗ ಮಗು 1.2 ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇತ್ತು.
ಒಂದು kg 85 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇದ್ದು ರೀ. ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಐತಿ, ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ರಕ್ತ ಸೇರಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದರು.
ನಮ್ಮದು ಜನವರಿ 25ಕ್ಕೆ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ರೀ. ನವಂಬರ್ 27ಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೈತೆ ರೀ. ತೂಕ 2 kg ಇತ್ತು ರೀ.
These premature babies have been affected by retinopathy of prematurity, a leading cause for infant blindness. Infants born way before 35 weeks, weighing less than 2 kgs, are prone to retinopathy of prematurity, popularly known as ROP. ROP causes blindness if not diagnosed and treated at the right time. But ROP blindness is largely preventable with some care, precaution and timely attention. Retinopathy of prematurity is a vascular disease caused due to incomplete vascular growth of the retinal vessels. Normal retinal blood vessels begin to develop from the optic nerve in the retinas when the baby is still in the mother's womb. This process starts around the 3rd month or 10th week of conception and completes only at term. If a child is born premature, then the vessels have not had sufficient time to grow and stop short at birth. ROP's genesis is multifactorial. Several risk factors associated with premature babies like unmonitored oxygen, sepsis, intraventricular hemorrhage, anemia, thrombocytopenia, jaundice and others have been reported to cause ROP. ROP has 5 stages. Stage 1 is a fine line that demarcates the retina between the part where blood vessels have grown and the part that does not have blood. In stage 2, the line progresses to form a ridge which has height and volume. If it further progresses into stage 3, abnormal blood vessels grow over this ridge and begin to bleed. Treatment must be performed at this critical stage or just prior. In stage 4, the retina is detached, first at the periphery and then involving the center of vision. In stage 5, there is complete retinal detachment, scarring and distortion of the whole retina, which leaves very little useful vision. As treatment, laser photoablation is performed by selectively focusing and targeting laser spots to the abnormal vascular retina. This reduces the concentration of intraocular inflammatory agents, which are responsible for the progression of the disease. Laser treatment is comfortably performed under local anesthesia in the NICU under the supervision of the pediatrician or nurse to monitor the vitals of the baby. The procedure is most often completed within an hour. Post-treatment, the babies are discharged from the NICU after a brief stabilization with the advice of topical medications for a few days. Follow-ups at definite intervals to monitor the progress of the treatment are essential.
ನರನಾಡಿಗಳು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿದ್ದವು ಸರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ದಪ್ಪ ಆಗೈತನ ಸರ್, ಅದನ್ನು ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಅಂದಿದ್ರು ಸರ್. ಸುನ್ಯಾಗ ತೋರಿಸೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಸತ ಬಂದಾಗ ತೋರಿಸಿದಾಗ ಭಾಳ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗೈತೆ ಸರ್.
Of the 2.7 crore babies born each year in India, 21 lakh are below 2 kgs of weight. Nearly half of these premature babies, that is, over 10 lakh babies, are prone to ROP that can cause permanent, irreversible blindness. Over 1.5 lakh babies are estimated to require treatment. ROP must be treated as soon as it reaches the threshold for treatment. Once reached, the treatment must be delivered within 48 hours. But with the limited expertise available and the omnipresent nature of the disease, it is almost impossible to reach every needy baby.
3 महिन्यानंतर कळालं की त्याला डोळे दिसत नाहीत म्हणून. प्रीमॅच्युअर झाले तेव्हा सगळं चेकिंग होतच, डोळ्याचं, पायाचं, हार्टचं सगळं चेकिंग झालं तर कळतंय. आम्हाला तर काय डॉक्टरचं तेवढं नॉलेज नसतंय, डॉक्टरांकडे असतंय तेवढंच. हे त्याने काय सजेशन देतात त्याच्यावरती.
11 ತಿಂಗಳು ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ತಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವನಿಗೆ. ನಾವು 3 ತಿಂಗಳು ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, 3 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲ 5 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗಲಿ, ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಚೆನ್ನಾದರೂ ಸಾಕು. ನನ್ನ ಕಷ್ಟ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗಲಿ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಆಸೆ.
To address this issue, the National Rural Health Mission Karnataka, with total technical and expert inputs from Bangalore-based Narayana Nethralaya Postgraduate Institute of Ophthalmology, who pioneered the cause of ROP in India, have adopted the first ever tele-ROP network, Karnataka Internet Assisted Diagnosis of ROP, KIDROP, since 2009. KIDROP uses trained technicians to visit rural centers to examine premature infants using a special digital wide-field camera, the RedCam shuttle. Images captured in these centers are processed, stored, analyzed and triaged using the principle of pattern recognition. They are uploaded on a special hardware-software platform to be remotely viewed and screened by the ROP experts using PCs, tablets and smartphones anywhere, anytime. Tablets have made the process of viewing the images and reporting possible within 90 seconds. They also provide better resolution, simultaneous images over time, over episodes of the same baby or various babies for comparison. Both diagnosis and treatment happens in the rural periphery itself, without the infant having to be shifted to the city. KIDROP presently covers over 18 districts of Karnataka. Each zone of 6 districts is serviced by independent teams trained at Narayana Nethralaya. The team is capable of performing RedCam imaging sessions in the outreach centers with assistance from local trained ophthalmologists and ophthalmic assistants. 2 mobile units with RedCam and other equipment travel in a fixed schedule to cover over 54 neonatal care centers, making KIDROP the world's largest tele-ROP network. The recent addition to KIDROP is decision support on the mobile platform that provide more information by using some customized image enhancement tools, which help the clinician in routine work and research possibilities. Effective multitasking on handheld device is another paradigm shift in modern telemedicine. Since inception, about 25,000 imaging sessions have been completed under KIDROP. On an average, 27 to 38% of the screened babies were found to be suffering from ROP. Babies in need of laser were treated free of cost. National Rural Health Mission, Karnataka, in collaboration with Narayana Nethralaya, has decided to scale up KIDROP to more districts of the state and to other states of the country.
Our objective is to bring down infant mortality. So for that we are making a lot of efforts. Cases where the children is below 2 kgs of weight are also now surviving in the system. So when they are surviving, they are exposed to various kind of vulnerabilities. Retinopathy of prematurity is a major problem which they may face if they are not being attended at the infant stage itself. So we need to take it up as a state's challenge, and we need to upscale it for the whole state. KIDROP is very successful. We are able to screen almost all the children who are born underweight, and they are being followed. If they require surgical intervention, we are associating ourselves with Narayana Nethralaya, and we are doing the surgical interventions, and we are able to be a successful model for all other PPP initiatives.
While the government will provide for the equipment, its maintenance and team salaries, Narayana Nethralaya's contribution would be free training, image reading and treatment.
We would like to integrate this ROP program with the newborn care and make model districts so we can replicate these things in other districts all over the country. We will be extremely happy to associate ourselves with any organization, be it government or non-governmental. I feel this is a ticking time bomb, and any form of blindness, especially if it is preventable, and even more important when it's in a child, must and should be prevented. That is our aim, and that we are willing to go to any extent to do that.
Infant eye screening should become a standard practice like vaccination for a newborn. Every at-risk infant should be screened for ROP within 1 month of birth.
ROP is a disease managed by ophthalmologists, but really it's a convergence kind of a disease, because neonatologists and pediatricians are the ones who really take care of these low birth weight premature babies to begin with. The emotional bonding that a mother has with a gynecologist, this is something that we can exploit. I think it goes a long way, because at that critical time when the mother is sensitized to such an important piece of information coming from her very own gynecologist, it makes a huge difference. Our long-term plan is to eventually create doctors who are capable of handling this treatment at the district level itself.
More ophthalmologists and pediatricians should be trained and made aware of ROP. Early detection and prevention of infant blindness necessitates nationwide expansion to include every center that deals with premature births. This mammoth task can be accomplished with collaboration of private hospitals, social entrepreneurs, and government backup. Only a nationwide program on the model of KIDROP will ensure that each of our precious children see the light of the day.